What's up, everyone? Welcome to Union Gaming. This is your host, Roz. Before we begin, like the video, share the video, subscribe to my channel. You can find me on YouTube, Facebook, Twitter, and Patreon, all at Ionian Gaming. Final disclaimer, this video is probably not for children, so please be a good parent. Don't let your kids under 12 watch due to adult language and adult themes. And that is it. So, left off, my last video, I think this is part 15 now of my playthrough. Yeah, about 15 hours worth of play made into videos. It's going to be a lot more, guys. I'm not going to lie. There's probably going to be probably about 200 of these videos. So I hope you're in for a while, or I hope you're in for the ride. So, last video, we didn't do a whole lot. We did like 2 quests, so we walked the whole way to Terran Mill. That was exciting. I went back to the Undercity. I trained. And I got my level 20 spells. I got better water. I got this cool spell, which is teleport to the Undercity, which means I can just teleport to the Undercity whenever I want to. I'm actually moving that over here. Well, maybe down here by my Amplify Magic. Yeah, so we're getting ready to start the Bear Tongue quest. God help me. We're going to mine some tin. We're going to tell some stories. And, yeah, that's going to be about the end of this video. I'm not quite high enough leveled where I think I should be, but I'm okay. I'm in good enough shape. So, yeah, we left off. I was having some moments telling you about some of my life stories, which is always a good time for me because I like talking about myself. In the meantime, I did a little bit of farming on my druid. I got my kid in bed, set up with his TV so he can relax, and I'm really enjoying this mage. I probably won't in the near future because I hate mages. Like, there's something about the class, I just don't like it. I have issues with it. I don't know what my issues are with it, but I don't overly enjoy the class. I can't really explain it, and I can't even explain why I'm doing the mage video with my hatred of said class. I could probably just AoE farm this shit, but I don't know if I'm smart enough to do that yet. I don't think I'm smart enough to do that. I might be smart enough to do that. Gonna find out here. This could be an epic run back due to my death. But we'll figure it out. Mining is at 101. That's exciting stuff. Alright, so let's see here. I don't have blink. That's really the real kicker here. Let's find out. I'm going to do a 2 mob poll and see if I can do this. smart enough to do this. I don't have the... I don't have the... Ooh, maybe I do have the spell power for it. I'll just run this shit around here. Ooh. Haha! Whew! That could have been disastrous. Alright, so I am not skilled enough yet to do that. But I did do it with a small pull once I get a little bit higher level and I get smarter, more talent, better cooldowns, better damage. It's a very doable thing. I just run into an area and test it out. I'll test it every couple of levels, especially if I have something like I gotta go kill 30 or something. I'll just pull them in and Frost Nova. And Frost Nova will have a 21-second cooldown, which will be useful. I'll improve my Blizzard. And I will improve my slow. And I think that will actually, that'll pretty much do the trick. That's the key, is slowing down everything while you're blasting everything. Slowing it down or flat out stopping it. And I'm just going to evocate here real quick. Get my mana back. 8-minute cooldown? What the fuck? I guess that's going to be at a use in case of emergency. These poor bears can't taste anything. The last 3 I've killed had no tongues. That's the thing that kills me about these go fetch quests or go kill quests. A lot of the creatures don't have the body part that they're asking for, which is fucked up. I had a guy explain it to me one time that you're doing so much damage that you're destroying the body part you're after. Which kind of makes sense to a degree, but not really, due to the fact that, you know, I mean, yes, I could probably kill these Diametrons and do enough damage that I've damaged their spleen, so they don't have a spleen. But there's, these creatures have to have tongues. There is no other way for them to be alive. There's no way for them to push the food into the back of their throat without a tongue. Which means they're not going to be eating. And if they're not eating, seconds left on this. 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, blast. Do my best Harry Potter wizard flick there. Ugh. So it's like Saturday night. It is almost 10:30. I've been doing this video for 8 minutes, and I'm really fucking tired, guys. Ugh. That's some of the stuff I do. I don't miss about the game, or I do miss about the game, and I'm getting old. I used to be able to. There have been multiple times where I've done 24-hour plays. Like I woke up at 7 a.m. and I played until 7 a.m. And I don't have that in me anymore. I know in an earlier video I said I was going to do a bunch more videos tonight. I might only do one. I might do two. I don't know. Two tongues out of like 30 of these things so far. Yeah, it's only been like 7, but still. So I'm trying to do the math here on this one. So I can get 2, maybe 3 levels out of this zone, and that'll be good. Then I can move on to Arathi and get a couple levels there. And then I don't know what I'm going to do. Stranglethorn Vale, maybe. I usually don't go there until I'm like 30-ish. And then I hit Badlands whenever I'm upper 30s. I don't know. I'll figure it out. I'm trying to do the math on where I should be and what I should be doing. Probably should be sleeping, honestly. But this character will not level itself. Sadly. I would boost this tune, but I already wasted my boost on my druid. Now, if I'm gonna boost something, it's gonna be for something dumb. That's what I can do for you, man. Fucking rogue. I don't know why a rogue needs an intelligence buff, but Scorpiana. What do we got over here? We got copper over here. I don't need copper. I'll take copper, though. I don't know what's the purpose of the fencing stance with the one arm off, and I don't know. It's probably all on the wrist, guys, with the... They probably explained it in a Harry Potter, and I just wasn't paying attention. I did start watching Harry Potter. I've never finished the series, as shocking as that may be. I got to... I really loved... I am so sorry, guys. I'm tired. Which you'll hear me say a lot. I really loved the Sorcerer's Stone and Chamber of Secrets. I thought those were really good movies. The ones that Chris Columbus directed. Prisoner Azkaban was the first Harry Potter book I read. I read it after Chamber of Secrets. I watched Chamber of Secrets. And a lot of times I get mad whenever I read a book and then I watch a movie based on it because it pisses me off so much with what they did and didn't do with the movie versus the book. Um, Prisoner Azkaban was one of those movies that really pissed me off. Um, I didn't think they captured the essence of the book at all in the movie. And the girl I was dating at the time when the first two came out, she said that the movies really did capture the spirit of the book. And I was just really let down by the movie. So I watched Goblet of Fire once, which was all right. I watched Order of the Phoenix. I think I watched The Half-Blood Prince, but I'm not 100% sure. Yeah, I couldn't tell you what the fuck happened in either one of the Deathly Hallows. So it's on my lofty goals of, hey, I'm gonna rewatch this entire series or watch it for the first time completely. I have a lot of lofty goals in life, guys. I'm not gonna lie. Some of the stuff I do or want to do, realistically, it's not gonna happen. I don't have the time and or the energy or the willpower to actually do it. I say I'm going to. I may actually someday even get around to it, but currently, at the current state of the world that I am in, probably not going to happen. Same thing has happened with Doctor Who. I started watching Doctor Who. I've made it into like the third or fourth season of it, the newer ones. The David Tennant, this is the current incarnation of the Doctor that I'm watching. It's a weird fucking show. I'm not gonna lie. I don't like to shit on other people's fandoms. Like, I get it to a certain degree. Like, I get people's fandoms. Um, I get why people like Harry Potter. Okay, I really do. I I get why people like Lord of the Rings. Lord of the Rings is a perfectly acceptable film series, as are the Hobbits, even though people got really butthurt over the Hobbit, which I thought, and I still will stand by this, I feel are the superior movies. I think you can bash me all you want on that one, but I truly believe that the Hobbit, Unexpected Journey, The Desolation of Smaug, and The Battle of the Five Armies, I really think those are superior movies over Fellowship of the Ring, The Two Towers, and Return of the King. So much so that I think the Hobbits, and I know the Hobbit is a prequel, I think the Hobbit did more for me. Fuck my life. As a series, um, because it was because it filled in a lot of the backstory that I never read the books. I tried to read The Hobbit, and I couldn't get into it. It was fucking bad. Like, Tolkien, probably a respected writer and all that shit, but my God, he was wordy as fuck. I'm gonna pop a mana potion here in a second as soon as the evocation's done. Oh, beautiful. I'm gonna get this bear. get this bear. And that should be enough. Jesus. Ooh, something to disenchant. What did I get? Astral Essence. I don't think I'm on Astral Essence yet. But anyway, back to my Lord of the Rings and fandoms and shit. I get it. I enjoyed the movies. Lord of the Rings, Fellowship of the Ring, I liked it. I'm not going to lie. Two Towers and Return of the King, I couldn't tell you a whole lot about it. Because I've watched Fellowship of the Ring more times than I've watched any other Lord of the Rings movie, because I keep getting in my head that I'm going to watch this entire series. And I'll start it off with Fellowship of the Rings. And then I give up. Like, I just spent 3 hours watching this and I don't quite understand it yet. So, but I try not to shit on people's fandoms. I get people's fandoms. Harry Potter's I get, Lord of the Rings I get, Supernatural, I am one of those people. Firefly, Buffy, I'm also one of those people. Doctor Who, I don't fucking understand. And everybody's, well, so this girl I'm dating right now, she's a huge Doctor Who fan. I think that's the reason I'm giving it a shot. Like, I'm giving it an honest shot to watch it. And I can't, like, I've watched like 3 or 4 seasons of it and I can't get into it. It's so terrible. I don't mean it's a terrible show. It's just, for me, it's terrible for me, my concentration. There's something about it that drives me up the wall. And I don't know how to explain it other than I hate it because I can't get into it. I want to. I'm trying. I can't force myself to like something I don't like. But at the same time, I want to understand this fandom, because I know a lot of people that are huge Doctor Who fans, and they'll talk my ear off all day about it. And I'm looking at like the Daleks, and I'm like, dude, you got fucking plungers for hands. Like, and that part of me will shit on a fandom too, and I try not to. Twilight, I fucking hated the fandom of Twilight, and I hate almost everybody who is a member of said fandom, and I can't understand it. It's such a, people like, it's a beautiful love story. No, it's a fucking abusive love story is what it is. It's like the 50 Shades fandom. Like, ooh, sex in a book. Yeah, it's been done, folks. It's been done. It was done by Anne Rice long before 50 Shades of Grey ever even was thought of. If you don't believe me, I challenge you to read The Claiming a Sleeping Beauty, which is a book about rape. It's a trilogy about rape is what it is. But it's an erotic book, and people got all huffy over it. Well, not huffy, but they're like, this is a great book, and blah, 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 blah. I'm like fucking watching it, and like, this dude's a fucking serial killer. And I know that's a meme, but it's true. If Christian Grey was a poor person, he'd be living in a trailer park with bodies in the basement, or buried out back 40. You're not going to tell me otherwise. Or he's an episode of Criminal Minds waiting to happen. Do something else to disenchant. What did I get this time? Strange Dust, 4 of them. Perfect. I'm still on Strange Dust. I need strange dust. I have a shit ton of mats saved up in my priest bank. I deleted a mage that I got to level. I got it to level 20 and I gave up on it. I didn't like it. Um, it was an undead mage. I was doing it in classic. As far as racials go, I like the racial ability of the blood elves probably the best. Mana tap's fucking sweet for an interrupt, an arcane torrent. So, but yeah, I try not to shit on people's fandoms too much. People don't understand my obsession with this game. And honestly, I don't understand my obsession with this game. It's not it's not a great game. I mean, like the grindiness of it. But there's something about it that, you just keep coming back to. I think it's the promise of a better day is what it is. That you're eventually going to become this super all-powerful fucking character with gear and stats, and you'll be able to wreck the world. And I think that's the appeal of the game. The promise of a better day. This game gives you hope. Why did I make 18 fucking breads? I meant to eat a bread. Ugh. How many more? I need 3 more fucking bear tongues. How many bears have I killed, folks? I don't know. I'm not smart enough to edit in a counter, but I've killed some bears, and a lot of them don't have tongues. That bear didn't have shit on him. This is where we get into the grind of the game. Again, not trying to shit on someone's fandoms. I'm having trouble getting into it. Other fandoms, people don't understand why I like professional wrestling. So, I mean, to each their own. Fandoms I am into, God, there's a lot of them, though, that I do like. Um, Supernatural, Joss Whedon, I don't give a shit about his whatever. He's an abusive director and hates women. Um, in the cancel culture's movement on that. I am a huge fan of Joss Whedon, and I'll tell you why. Because cancel culture is like Joss Whedon's a terrible human being because he told Charisma Carpenter when she got pregnant that he was going to write her off the series because she wasn't going to fit the mold of what he wanted in his show. To be honest, if you look at the um, Cordelia story arc, that's a character she played in Buffy the Vampire Slayer and in later years Angel, her story arc ran its course. She was probably going to be off the show anyway. And he did bring her back the final season, which was one season after she left. And it was a very pivotal moment. See, what had happened was Cordelia got basically got pregnant in the show too, and was bringing forth a god onto this earth that was going to bring world peace. Well, this god was killing people at a rate of like 3 people a day. Okay, and but everybody was happy, and it was a blissful time for the world. But people could see through that this god was eating people. Some people were, and they had to stop this evilness because it was killing 3 people a day. And it was a pivotal plot point because you know the good guys stopped world peace at the cost of 3 people a day. That was too high of a cost for world peace. And it was a very interesting. But anyway, she after she gave birth to this god, she was in a coma. And final season, Angel was going down a dark path. Blah blah blah. Cordelia came back for an episode where she came to Angel and was explaining to Angel all the good he had done, all the good he could do. Um, basically a state of the world, what he's done, what he's become. And end of the episode, Cordelia, turned out that it was just a vision he was having. Cordelia was still in a coma, and she died in the coma at the end of the episode. So, like, Cordelia was escaping her coma prison to appear to Angel in a vision. And, blah, blah, blah. It was, it brought her back into a pivotal plot device. Angel's ending would have never happened if it wasn't for Cordelia. And again, I don't give a shit about this cancel culture, about how horrible of a human being Joss Whedon is. The man is an incredible, talented story writer. His stories are really good, and your cancel culture that he hates women. I hate to break it to you folks, but Buffy the Vampire Slayer was probably one of the biggest, if not the biggest, girl power movement shows ever made. And I will fight you on this one. Joss Whedon often talked about how he was a fan of horror films, okay? And it was always this blonde, ditzy blonde girl who was the victim in these movies, all right? So there's some cancel culture for you there. John Carpenter should be canceled. Wes Craven should be canceled, too, because they're portraying women in a negative light. I mean, let's be consistent, folks. Anyway, he always thought, well, what if the ditzy blonde girl wasn't the victim? Think about it. And that's where Buffy the Vampire Slayer was. The ditzy blonde girl wasn't the victim. She was this badass that could fight back. And it was a very strong... And he wrote women in his shows very, very well. The characters. Cordelia, which was one she had a great story arc. She went from this ditzy, vapid, mean girl into a very strong, I would dare say, role model. Buffy, again, was a huge role model for a lot of young girls. I loved the show. I thought the writing was really good. The storytelling was really good. In Firefly, let's see here. Some of the characters in Firefly, that cast I'm not gonna lie, folks. If you have never watched Firefly, do yourself a favor and do so. Watch 4 episodes, and if you don't finish the series, then you can disagree with me on this shit. But watch 4 episodes and tell me it's not one of the best shows ever made. It's only 13 episodes season, and by 4 episodes I mean you watch the entire train job as 1 episode, and then you watch the train job as 1 episode, and then you watch where is Umpy? Where the hell is this dude? Is he out back? Or is he in there? He might be in here. Oh, it's a frog. Okay. Okay, killed the frog. Guess I can't do anything else right now. But yeah, it was a really good show. It was a very strong show for women. It was a cast that was broken down into several non-specific gender roles, which was, but again, it worked. You had Nathan Fillion as captain of the Serenity. You had Wash, who was the pilot, and he was almost always the victim. No joke, he was a victim. You had a dumb, lumbering, smart-ass guy, Jane, who was great. You had Kylie, who was a very, I don't want to say butch, but she was the ship's mechanic. As far as anything mechanical goes, she could fix it. Inara, who was a companion, which was basically that world's version of a hooker or a prostitute. High-class escort, I guess, is what a companion really is. Then you had River and Simon. River was this broken young girl who turned out to be the most badass member of the crew. Simon, who was the doctor of the crew, also almost always the victim. It was always, and River, I'm going to ruin the whole fucking show by explaining more in this. Just watch the goddamn show. It's an amazing show. It's worth watching. But yeah, there's some really good fandoms out there. I just can't get into all of them. Vampire Diaries, I love it. I like the originals. Can't get into Legacies, which is weird because it's right in my. I like vampires and werewolf stories and witches and stuff like that because I'm a huge Anne Rice fan, and that goes back to where I was at earlier. See, I love how things come full circle. How I hate when movies and books don't coincide. Interview with a Vampire is one of the best adaptations of a movie from a book. I'll fight you on that one too. Anyone wants to go that route with me? Cool, something else to disenchant. More strange dust, perfect. But Queen of the Damned was a shit fucking show. It was a terrible fucking movie. It was not good at all. I'm going to loot this. Then I'm going to Frost Nova. Then I'm going See, sometimes there is a little bit of skill involved in Warcraft. You just gotta think it out. But anyway, some of the I didn't like. I thought Queen of the Damned was a shit movie. I thought it was a real shit movie. I kind of want to get involved in that Tempest Keep dungeon run. I think I'm probably going to end this video so I can go get a Tempest Keep dungeon run in. So, alright guys, I am going to let you guys go here. So thanks for watching the video. It's probably shorter than normal, but you know, it is what it is. Thanks for watching. Please subscribe to my channel. Help my channel grow. Help me build this channel up. You can find me on Facebook, YouTube, Twitter, and Patreon, all at Aeonian Gaming. I appreciate you guys' support. Thanks a lot, guys. I'll catch you guys next time. Bye.